And I'm going to let you go ahead and start with your guy, first round pick, where we out of Mississippi State. We stayed there, got the corner, Emmanuel Forbes, and all I've been hearing is this guy is a ball hawk. Will, talk to me about your guy.
It's a Manny Forbes show. Here we go. Well, so this is what I'm most intrigued about. This is where does this spell out for the rest of the corners? Now that we picked a first round pick and a ball hawk type player, he's an outside corner. Does he get to start immediately? Are they going to give him every opportunity to start? The thing about him, we've said it a couple times. We said it on the show Thursday night. He's a smart player. Yeah. He reads defense. He studies film. He has an idea of what plays are coming, what the formations are. So he's not just, ball got tipped and he ran and caught it type corner. So I'm excited for that. I think the difference between him and some of the other guys in there is exactly the playmaking ability that he's shown in the SEC, folks. All right. It's the closest thing to what you have into professional sports. He's around guys who are bigger than him. He throws his body in there to make tackles in the run game. He's not just a cornerback that stays outside like that. All right. So he makes plays. The reason why they selected him over Christian Gonzalez was they watched Christian play against Georgia and he got burnt. Yes. Now it was week 1, but he got burnt. And so that they said, hey, now that you're up, you're playing against the JV out there in the Pac-12, Pac-16, whatever you guys are. When you went and played some of the best teams in college, and you played the best team in college, you weren't good. And yet Forbes played against the best teams every single week. So I'm excited for it. I want folks who can flip the field, and I think we're going to get somebody like that who's going to go after the ball. He's going to be aggressive. And I love St. Juice. I think he's a good player, but he's a cover guy. He's not I think that there you go. Misador said it. He turns and locates the ball. That's exactly what I'm looking for from a corner. Someone is aggressive in that manner. So I like it. I'm excited for what he can do.
Yeah, that's what we needed. That's what we needed. Like we always used to say, my favorite phrase last year was we have a bend but don't break defense. What we needed is a defense that could come over there and put some points on the board. We needed a defense where we can start making some things happen. And I'm excited that they got this guy. Look, he's a 3-year guy from Mississippi State. Like you mentioned before the draft, one of the things you're trying to get me hyped on him was that he ties the record for most pick sixes in his career at 6. Tied with and the record stood since like 1996 with UAB's I think it was Glenn Coleman. Way back when. But I mean, look, this guy, all 2020 was all freshman team. In 2021, he was our all freshman SEC. 2021, he was all second team all SEC. This past year, he was second team all American, 46 tackles, 10 pass breakups, and blocked the kick. And then also had, I think, 6 interceptions, and 3 of those were pick sixes this year. This guy, he gets it done, and he's not afraid to make that move and hop on the ball. And what I've heard about him is they say, don't let that size fool you. You said it to me, so I got to shout you out again. They said, don't let that size fool you because, hey, when it comes to making the tackle, he's quick, he's physical, and he gets in there, and he shuts it down. We need it. We need it. And going back to what Anton said, I feel like Forbes and St. Juiced, there's a T in there, could possibly be a good duo back there. Hey, if St. Juice can stay healthy, and if we get Forbes to be, oh my goodness, that could be a great young duo, But let's not count our chickens.
I'm curious to see how he pairs with Fuller on the outside. Fuller's the guy who made plays last year. True. He had 2 pick sixes for us. Yeah.
So and look, we all know 4.3 speed, 37.5 vert. You know what I mean? This guy has got explosiveness. He's quick. He's what we need. And in hindsight, looking at that pick, I liked it. I think it was a good, solid pickup at a need, a big need that we had in the secondary. So I'm with it. I'm absolutely with it. Now let's go ahead and move on to the next one. Anton said I was kind of hoping Deontay Banks. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. I heard a lot of people. Will was saying it too. I heard a lot of people that were on that. I don't know. And even in the video that we said last what was it, Wednesday, you said you didn't think 16, you thought we could easily move back and get Forbes at 16. Now, I'm glad we got him here, but Deontay Banks is another one where I felt like we could have moved back and still been able to pick him up. You know what I mean? So
can I address the move back thing?
Go ahead.
Can I say my annual thing?
Yes.
It takes two to tango.
Yes,
and they admitted it, that they were willing, that the phone wasn't ringing. So most important, there wasn't a player at 16 that someone else was saying, hey, we got to get up there. The way Pittsburgh was leaping, the Jets to go get a left tackle. So they were able to make that trade. Like, the last year when Olave was there, the Saints called Washington, said, are you willing to deal this? And Washington's like, we could go Olave, we could go Dotson. Sure, we'll back up. We'll let you get who you want. So that wasn't there. And so, yeah, absolutely. I'll agree with everyone that we might have been able to get Manny Forbes in the 20s, but we didn't get the opportunity. So They said, then we're going to get our guy.
And it was perfect. And I love seeing, Ron's video when they called, and Ron was saying, this is the guy we wanted. They said, if he's there at 16, we're good. This is who we want. And that makes a huge difference. When you're wanted on a team, yeah, I'll come play for you. And we've seen how some of the players love Ron Rivera. So that could be a solid move. I like that.